Welcome to Global Reality. Let's get started. On 24th February, India completely stopped the flow of water from the Ravi River into Pakistan following the completion of the Shahpurkandidam Dam, which is situated on the boundary between Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir. The construction of this project will now allow 1150 cusecs of Ravi water to be utilized to irrigate more than 32,000 hectares of land in Kathua and Samba districts of Jammu and Kashmir and around 5,000 cusecs of water to Punjab. This multi-purpose project worth 3,300 crores will also generate 206 megawatts of electricity, which will speed up both agriculture and economic growth of the adjacent states. As expected, the Pakistani media was quick to accuse India of water terrorism over the new dam, calling the obstruction of the water flow as a strategic tool to pressure Pakistan. But how much of this is true? Let's take a look. The Indus Water Treaty was a water sharing agreement between India and Pakistan. In 1960, Jawaharlal Nehru and Ayub Khan, the then president of Pakistan, signed the treaty to divide the waters of the Indus River and its five tributaries. According to the treaty, which was brokered by the World Bank, the eastern rivers, the Ravi, Bias, and Satluj, were allocated to India, while the waters of the western rivers, Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab, were allocated to Pakistan. Both the countries were granted unrestricted rights over the rivers like storage, irrigation, and electricity generation. New Delhi was burdened to let the western waters flow except for some consumptive use, and Pakistan was allowed 80% of the water, that is almost 4 times the water that was made available to India. The Indus Water Treaty was completely lopsided in favor of Pakistan, and despite such liberal terms, Pakistan has been constantly heckling India over water sharing. A transition period of 10 years was permitted in which India was bound to supply water to Pakistan. The 10-year moratorium came to an end in March 1970 and India now had full rights of the waters allocated to it. But work on the Ravi River remained suspended. In 1982, our former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi laid the foundation for the Shahpur Kandi project, which was expected to be completed by 1998. But the project did not take off. And in 1995, the then Prime Minister Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao re-inaugurated the project. However, the project was once again put on hold due to domestic disputes between the state governments of Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir. Work on the proposed dam was revived in 2014 only to meet the same fate again. It was only after the imposition of President's rule in 2018 in Jammu and Kashmir that the central government intervened to award the project the national project status, and it finally witnessed the completion only recently. Till the completion of the Shahpur Kandi project, we did not use its entire share of the water from the Ravi, and about 2 million acres of the feet of Ravi River, unutilized by India, continued to flow into Pakistan. It is this unutilized water that the government intends to harness through the Shahpur Kandi project for irrigation and electricity generation. These developments, as expected, have spooked Pakistan as it is one of the most water-stressed countries, ranking among the top 10 water-scarce countries in the world. Also, Pakistan's largest economic sector, which is agriculture, consumes almost 90% of the country's already dwindling water resources. So, water-intensive economy with dangerously low levels of availability of water will undoubtedly take a huge hit. But if you believe that the decision to terminate water sharing of the Ravi River happened overnight, that is not the case. In Jan 2023, the Indian government had requested the renegotiation response from Pakistan in 90 days. But why did we demand a renegotiation? Well, the Indus Water Treaty came into existence in 1960. It has been more than 6 decades since it was signed, and none of the factors related to the impact of climate or environmental change or management technologies were taken into consideration. So much of the technical criteria stands irrelevant today, and so the treaty needs an amendment. Also, the notice was a fallout of the persistent dispute over two hydroelectric power projects, the Kishanganga project on the Jhelum and the Ratle hydroelectric project on the Chenab. Pakistan has been blaming its water scarcity on these hydroelectric power plants constructed by India, while ignoring its failures in managing its own water resources. In 2015, Pakistan demanded the appointment of a neutral expert to examine its objections to these projects, only to unilaterally retract its request and propose that a court of arbitration adjudicate its objection. The World Bank paused the processes of the appointment of a neutral expert and proposed that India and Pakistan resolve the issue at the PIC, the Permanent Indus Commission level. That is, a permanent commission consisting of officials from both countries, India and Pakistan, created to implement the goals and objectives of the Indus Water Treaty. Pakistan ignored the directive from the World Bank and refused to discuss the issue in all five meetings of the Permanent Indus Commission held from 2017 to 2022. Again, on Pakistan's behest, the World Bank began actions on both the neutral expert and also in the court of arbitration. The Indian government opposed the idea, stressing that there cannot be two simultaneous processes for the same dispute because two different outcomes may not provide a feasible option for any further action. Pakistan took the unilateral decision to approach the Permanent Court of Arbitration at Hague in Netherlands. Our government responded by boycotting the court processes and did not send any representative for the Court of Arbitration meetings. At the same time, we also suspended biannual talks between Indus commissioners of the two countries. It was Pakistan's complete reluctance to enter into intergovernment negotiations and its attempts to unilaterally change the process of resolving disputes that left us with no other choice but halt the water sharing, which we had continued despite three wars and persistent terror attacks on Indian soil by Pakistan. Experts on both sides hint at a surge in diplomatic tensions between the two countries and a potential military conflict. The latter, though, is unlikely, as we all know Pakistan is dealing with a huge economic crisis and has little capital to enter into any military conflict. Thank you for watching. We hope you like the content, and for more upcoming videos on geopolitics, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like, comment and share our videos. Thank you for watching.